Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritland's my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors Day 4 event. Really fun, really good stuff from Korakuen Hall, especially that main event. And this is actually the last live one that they're going to do until the ones that they do on June 3rd and 4th. So everything else can be video on demand. So provided that they upload those a little quicker than they did for the Day 3 event, and as long as work allows and everything, I will review those as best I can. So thank you guys so much for providing some great insight in the comments and giving me some great feedback on my reviews. I really do appreciate it. So let's get cracking on with this, since I'm pretty damn tired, so we're going to get rolling with this. Oka and Flip Gordon versus Chase and Ishimori. Decent enough. Oka keeps getting better. Oka really is improving quite a bit. He's going to be a great heel in about 2020. Chase and Ishimori worked well together. Of course, Oka took the fall. Duh. Of course, Oka took. Why wouldn't he take the fall? That's what the young lions are there for. Gain experience and take and eat losses, but also get better. And that's what a lot of these young lions are doing. They're getting a lot better. It was a basic opener, but it was decent for what it was. So of course, Bullet Club, stands strong. So match number 2: Shota Umino and ACH versus Kanemaru and Minoru Suzuki. Well, Shota showed a lot of fire against Minoru. I don't think that's necessarily the smartest thing, but whatever. I guess he just doesn't want to live forever or forever young. Yes, that's an 80s song reference. It went outside immediately. I don't. A lot of Suzuki-gun matches or any matches that involve Suzuki-gun members, especially Minoru himself, do not last very long before going right to the outside. So it went to the outside. Shota got beat up a lot. Had a really good dropkick. Had some good showing. A lot of chops, and of course, a Boston Crab by Kanemaru got the victory. And then he beat up ACH afterwards, who set up the match that they're going to have a little bit later. Probably, I think they're going to do a show on Thursday, if I remember right. So that's going to be really, really fun. Then Gato and Will Ospreay versus Yoshihashi and Yo of Show and Yo, of course. Good stuff. It went outside like a little bit. Just outside. Well, I mean, outside in the crowd, not actually outside the arena, though that would have been kind of funny. Some good exchanges. Gato ended up tapping out. You had Ospreay and Ospreay, Yo, and Yoshihashi can really fly and do some great things. And Gato's just there, just basically take the pin. Well, and he took the fall because he tapped out to Yoshihashi. But still, good enough match. The first 3 were decent matches for what it was. It did get a little better once we got to the 4th match, which was another tag. Hinare and Tiger Mask versus Naito and Bushi. And according to what I read on Twitter, and I mean from other New Japan fans, Hinare and Naito have not faced off very often. I think the last time was in 2016, which I believe was just before Hinare got injured, suffered that Achilles injury, or he suffered it sometime in like early 2017. The whole point is, they work pretty well together, and of course Naito and Bushi are going to work well together. LIJ members stick together. Great, just, great tosses off the top. Tiger Mask came a particularly good one. Destino to Hinare, 1, 2, 3. And Bushi at one point removed Tiger Mask's mask. I mean, that was after the match, obviously, otherwise it would have been DQ. Dick move there. And then suddenly the lights go out, and a Jericho Titantron, Jericho, pre-tape message appears on New Japan's version of the Titantron, the big video screen. I don't actually know what they call it, but still, he basically just swore a whole lot and said, I'm going to beat your fucking ass, I'm going to beat you up, I'm going to take your IWGP title, you don't want it anyway, I'm going to show that I'm the fucking best, even though you say you're the best. And Naito is one of the best New Japan has. I am here for this feud. It's going to be great. There's no way Jericho's going to watch Jericho actually win the IWGP Intercontinental title, and then he would have to defend it at, say, the G1 Climax. That won't happen. There's no way that Jericho's going to win, but it will still be a very, very good match at Dominion in Osaka, and yes, I'm going to be reviewing that. The big events especially, I'm going to stay up for and just deal with, because those are going to be worth it. So, good enough match for what it was, and it was really cool to see Jericho appear on the Titantron at the end. And then Sabin versus Sho, this match got better as it went along. At first, it seemed like Sho was taking him lightly. Was taking Sabin lightly, which is not something you necessarily do with a veteran. It's good psychology. He did focus on the shoulder and arm of Chris Sabin, trying to, nullify the cradle shock and some other moves. Maybe he can't spring off the ropes if he can't, grab both arms and stuff, or, grab the ropes with both arms. But it was good psychology, good stuff. Sabin did hit some good moves. I was a bit shocked that Show won. I mean, I know Sabin's part of the Ring of Honor roster, at least I believe he still is. I was just still a little bit shocked because I was like, oh, maybe they'll give it to Sabin. I'm not disappointed. I'm glad that Show won. And he certainly had his best showing in a while. And no, not pun intended, even though it could have been. Nice show of respect at the end. So yeah, Show gets a victory. Good enough match for what it was. And enjoyable. Got better as it went along. And then Taguchi versus Dragon Lee. This was I don't want to say it was a blasé match, but this was probably the most okay match of the Super Junior matches that they've done. And especially like in Korakuen, Korakuen Hall. It was mostly comedy. Like you had some exchanges where like they would like do the crisscross stuff, or they would toss each other into the ropes and then would just like run back and forth. And Dragon Lee is extremely impressive. Taguchi is also very, very talented, and people forget that, myself included. But he had some impressive dives and a good, slapped on a good ankle lock. But, Dragon Lee had a really, really good showing here, and of course he won. With the Dragon's Ride for the win. And sorry, I'm trying to write down the names of these moves, and especially since it's Japanese commentary, I can't quite understand what they're saying with some of the finishers. Some of them I can understand, but not all of them. But also a nice show of respect afterwards. It was decent. It was okay to decent. Not anything great. Not anything horrible. Don't get me wrong. I didn't hate this match. It just, compared to the rest, it was decent at best. And then we have Kushida and Marty Scurll. Good match. Probably would have been the match of the night had it not been for the main event, which was a blowaway. They had a moment where they chased each other through the crowds. Like, Scurll went to point out like a Villain Club shirt in the crowd, and then Kushida chased after him. And they battled and stuff like that. It was great mat wrestling in the beginning. A lot of great mat wrestling. Really, really fun. Really fun. These guys are two picture-perfect wrestlers. Scurll, in particular, is really, really good at mat wrestling. Kushida can do both. And that's really a good hybrid offense to have. Took to the air a little bit later, especially Kushida. And Kushida focused on Scurll's arm also, which was really, really nice. And, of course, Kushida got the victory, which I'm not disappointed by, because I didn't really think there was a reason for Scurll to win. Like, Scurll might get a couple victories in this, out of this whole thing, but he's not going to win the thing, and nor should he. But Kushida winning was the right call. He certainly could benefit more from it, because Scurll, part of Ring of Honor, hey, be here to put some guys over. And I mean, I kind of almost contradicted myself from what I said earlier when I was shocked that Sabin didn't beat Show. Sorry if I had to look at my notes again, because sometimes, even though they look different, I get Show and Yo a little bit confused. But good enough stuff, and Kushida got the win. And then we go to that main event, Hiromu versus El Desperado. And apparently they'd faced off for I believe somebody put out a fact. It was like, El Desperado has beaten Hiromu 16 out of 19 times. Make that 17 out of 20 after this. It was good stuff. It was really, really good stuff. This took to the crowd immediately. And I mean, like he attacked him Hiromu attacked El Desperado before the bell, clearly on the orders of Daryl, because therefore Daryl says, Daryl's words are law. Outside, then the crowd quick, really, really great running drop kick. Just great stuff from, he covered that distance. Hiromu covered that distance quick. I mean, it was like he ran the 440 and 220. It was impressive. And then they got back in the ring and had some good stuff. Really, this is one you almost have to go watch for yourself to see all the great moments and all the great stuff. There's a ton of near falls. El Desperado being the full-on dick that he was. Hiromu doing damn well. Neither guy really looked weak in defeat. I mean, there was some shenanigans stuff at the end where El Desperado tried using the IWGP tag title. It didn't work. It almost backfired on him. And then he was able to hit a low blow while the ref was distracted trying to get the title away. And then he hits Pinche Loco. At least, God, forgive me if I mispronounce that. Really too many spots to add, but he had Pinche Loco at the end. 1, 2, 3. El Desperado gets a victory. And it was nice. I'm not going to complain here. Normally, I would be like, low blow, that kind of stuff. That would be ridiculous. But it didn't make either guy look weak. It really didn't. And the hot start of them going into the crowd and that, that almost wrecking ball drop kick, like what he did, that was great stuff. That just running drop kick where he just sent El Desperado into the wall. That was great stuff. And it was just great from start to finish. Great energy. I actually thought Hiromu was going to win, but I'm not disappointed El Desperado won. I'm going to say, despite sounding a little bit down in the earlier undercard, I'm going to say B+. B to B+, but the main event, if the main event hadn't been that good, this might have even gotten a B-. But yeah, that main event's worth half a grade upgrade, or half an upgrade. So there we go. Anyway, that's what I have to say. So yes, I will be back hopefully with day 5 through whatever till the semifinals and the finals. June 3rd and 4th. As long as they upload the video, the VOD episodes in a timely fashion, I should be able to keep up on these. So anyway, agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. My New Japan Best of Super Juniors Day 4 review. And I will see you soon.